Okay, coming into Ellijay. Saturday, 15th of November, 2025. 11:25. Mid-60s, going to about 70 here. Going to 75 further east. Okay, what bridge? How old is this bridge? Can we get down to that? Ellijay River. Look, that little road will take us down here to the river. No, it takes us to a house. 1948. Coming right into Ellijay. Looks like these people some of them, well, I guess they're tourists, but some of them, looks like they may have just got off the railroad. I don't know. '52 goes to the right. Two little Chihuahua dogs over there, dressed up. We're not much for crowds, if y'all don't already know that. Okay, where's 52 go? Okay, 52 goes out over there. I think we could scoot over there to the right and get out 52. Georgia 2, Georgia 52. We need to come through here on a weekday earlier. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be doing some going up in the air, up a mountain now, going to Fort Mountain. Or going towards Fort Mountain. Nobody behind us, how about that? Ellijay mushrooms. What's that about? That was an old Fort Mountain sign. I wonder how far we are. We could ask our girl. Chatsworth 25, so Fort Mountain is between here and Chatsworth. Now we're getting some more color. Look at that. Look at the reds right in front of us. oranges, golds, yellows. Understanding there's a lot of meth and stuff up through here. Up until recently, the federal government hasn't been doing enough to control the influx of drugs. Do your research, check on the drug wars. That's how Great Britain defeated China, and that's how they got Hong Kong. East India Tea Company was probably the biggest proliferator of drugs ever to be. That's what the Chinese have been doing to us. They learned from the British. Of cars out there. I guess that's a repair shop. Good grief. If I'm right, somewhere between here and Fort Mountain there is a nice little valley. It's absolutely beautiful. Creek or a river running through it. I think it's a creek. We've stopped there before and got some pictures and video. I think if this is the right road I'm thinking about, it also has a entrance to the Cahuta Wilderness that goes up to the Chahuta. I still don't know how you pronounce it. But goes up to Lake Conasega and the campground up there. We stayed up there one night. We were about out of gas. Incredible. We've got one car way back here behind us. Been along here in a enough gas to play around. We got enough gas to get over here. But we're not going to play around. We need to get to Chatsworth and get us a fill-up. I think it'll be cheaper. That's what we were waiting on. It's usually cheaper over here around North Georgia. You can usually save 20 or 30 cents a gallon, and at 20 gallons, you know, that's $6 a tank. And that's if we fill up at 20 gallons, and the tank will hold 31. Color. A lookout on the right before we get to Fort Mountain. I think after we pass that little valley. Pretty up here in these foothills. Mountain Town Creek. This is that valley. This is it right here. This is it. The sun came out in time, didn't it? Okay, we've got an aggressive, looks like a diesel four-wheel drive has come up behind us. Some leaves floating down. We'll pull over at this overlook, let these people by, or this guy and whoever by. But it may be a little ways yet, I don't know. Do not remember. Yeah, some of these folks up here, even if they are local, they can drive, they can be just as aggressive drivers as the others, or more so. They're used to driving these roads. You could come around, bud. You got the room. Now we're running over the speed limit, so speed limit's 45. Road that goes up to the Cahooter Wilderness should be along here on the right somewhere too. Tesla. See how fast you can take those curves. Run off in the ditch, I won't even slow down. Just wave to you. This may be that road that goes up to the wildlife management. Let's pull over right here and let these guys by. Lake Conasega, yeah, recreation area right there. That'll take you up to Lake Conasega. Yeah, he's got a out-of-state tag himself. If we had an extra day, this was Friday, and we had more gas, we might explore that some more. You can come out, you can go all the way through and come out over on 411, but it's a ways through there. That wilderness is, look, he got up here and turned. That wilderness is the largest wilderness area east of the Mississippi. Saturday for a good barbecue. We wouldn't mind that, not one little bit. Yeah, we got off up there in the wilderness. There is no cell coverage up there. About out of gas and coming back out of the campsite. Blooming metal hose clamp, radiator hose clamp, popped in two. No water, usually have water. I got 2 gallons right now. No water, no gas. We do have a gallon of true fuel. 2 guys came up the hill on bikes and gave me some water. I used zip ties and put the radiator hose back on. Gave me about 5 bottles of water, just enough to let me coast where I could crank and coast down to where I knew a little spring and waterfall was, where I had the power steering and brakes. Up our ears. We didn't know if we were going to make it down the hill to get gas or not, but we did. There's a new house looking right out over that valley. This thing down in 3rd gear. I don't think we're in overdrive, but we're going to pull it down to 3rd gear. Yeah, I think we were already in 3rd gear. Take the strain off this transmission. We could go to 2nd. Temperature is up just a hair. Pulling this van with all this junk in it up here is got a load. Down the riding the brakes, getting them overheated. Maybe getting close to that overlook. National Forest overlook, ahead on the right, yep. I don't think this is it though. Yeah, it is. I don't like this. I like backing up. Right here. National Forest 664. This isn't the overlook I was thinking. There's another one up here further, I think. It's got wider parking spaces and you can see out better, I think. Cahuta Overlook. Land for sale. Buy a place up here. It'd either be a vacation place or somewhere you wouldn't get out very often. You drive a car up and down these hills up through here on a regular basis, like I do, going in and out a couple of times a day. You wear one out real quick. County. Ooh, what a drop off. I got enough gas to go about 150 miles. We had about 50 miles to go, left. So we should have had 200 miles, but we hadn't figured on keeping it in this gear on the transmission. I think we'll be okay though. Okay, once we get to the top, all we got to do is coast. I think we do need to idle it though, so we'll have steering and brakes. It's a pretty good grade, folks. And I think there's a wider overlook up here. I don't think y'all can tell the grade. We're going at a pretty good grade. Pretty steep. got for sale there? Down that dirt road. Okay, now we're going to be going down the grade. I thought there was another. A wider cutout to the right, but it's been like it's been a couple of years. We've got it in third. Going down at a pretty good grade. I don't know that we've reached the top yet, the crest though. There's something off to the right that is higher than where we're at. Global Youth Ministries. Fire station, be Murray County. I guess I don't think it'd be volunteer. Some little road crosses. Someone passed away back there. Bear Path Estates. I don't know how many residences there would be down there. Boy, this may be the steepest grade we've gone up yet. Courtesy pullover. Okay, overlook in. This is where I was thinking about, right here. Can't really see anything for all the brush, trees, whatever. So we will continue on. Everything looks good. Temperature is slightly elevated, not much. We should be getting to Fort Mountain shortly. It's a nice state park. I started to stay there one night, but I didn't. Video is over 30 minutes long. We could break it up, but I think we'll let it run. We could do it to Fort Mountain and then start another one going down. Yeah, this one could be Ellijay to Fort Mountain. I think that's what we'll do. Don't have anybody behind us. We haven't met many people. That's nice. I like that. This is the kind of fall drive we need. motorcyclists, but what I have run across, or what I've noticed, the motorcyclists are usually more courteous than car drivers are. All the gauges are down right where they ought to be. We're not running warm at all now. It's just slightly a little bit elevated. It wasn't running warm. Get it, speed racers. Fort Mountain Park Road. Okay, we're gonna pull in here and we will start another video. Because we have a video of Fort Mountain, so we're not going to even drive through. It is 11:56. We're going to be turning this off and then we'll start another.